What's up, guys? We're here at NCM. We've just now had our first session out in Blue Group. My buddy Brian and Todd are out there right now. We're having a great time so far. The first session was eventful. I spun out on the very first lap in my second corner, my first full lap. So that was kind of embarrassing. I went ahead and drove the car around and booked it, and I thought I was okay. I put together the rest of the lap was pretty clean, and then they start throwing the black flag. So I went to pit in, and they just checked my car, make sure everything was okay, and it was. And so I went ahead and finished my session, and so it was good. I turned a new personal best in the first session, which I should have. I have new suspension, tires are good. Everything on the car is generally better than the last time I was here, and hopefully I'm better too. What else? There's not a lot of people in our run group, so it's really nice because there's not a lot of traffic, but unfortunately in the videos you may be seeing of the on-track activity, there's not gonna be a ton of cars, so you're not gonna see a ton of passing, so you'll just have to enjoy the sounds and trust me when I say it's a quick lap, or at least for me. So we had a really good time out there, me and David did, and so yeah, we're excited to get going. I'll probably interview David here in a second. He'll tell us about his car. Sir, how was that session?
We are lucky to still have a car in one piece.
I was so worried y'all were about to hit the tire barriers.
I think we came pretty close.
Y'all were. When you swung out, your rear end looked like it had hit, but then when I saw you finish the spin, I was like, oh, he must not have hit, and he must have just missed it.
Yeah, we started heading towards it. I was like, I think we're gonna hit that, because I didn't have any traction at all, and it was not good.
Yeah, it was just on throttle out of the exit.
That hit the rumble strips, and it upset the back of the car, and I lost.
The rumble strips, you lose so much grip.
Yeah.
If you just touch them,
yeah,
it sends the car off.
It really upsets the back end.
Yeah,
it upset it big time, and that's when I lost control. Like once we hit those, I was all over the place at that point, and I couldn't save it, and yeah.
I thought you had at first. When it first kicked out, I thought you were just gonna slow up and track out or track in towards the inside wall, and then it just came back and cut back.
Woo!
That's probably, well, I won't say that. I was gonna say
that's probably what?
It could be a result of a stiffer sway bar.
It could, yeah. I was thinking that it's not.
It's gonna respond quickly and snappy, and so that could have been when you tried to save it.
We do have it on the middle setting. We didn't go max.
Might try soft.
Yeah.
You might try soft and see if it's a little more controllable.
Yeah.
But
true.
Yeah. What was your session like? What'd you think?
It went okay. The final lap, I felt like I did all the turns right and hit apexes, and there's a lot more speed there than we had. But I finally felt smooth. I felt comfortable with all my lines and my braking. I just need to have more speed to it.
Yeah.
I'm getting right around 130 on that back stretch, or on the middle section, and the back stretch I'm usually slowing down pretty early, so I'm only getting to 130 there too.
So what just happened off camera, because for some reason my Garmin didn't record this last session we were out there. We had been running for about 20 minutes or so, and when we were out there, I came in to pit for a second to let my tires cool down, and I needed a little bit of a break. I was getting exhausted and tired and wanted to make sure I was doing okay, being safe. And I track back out, and David's right in front of me in the Z06, and we go to enter turn 2, and on the exit I see him slide out, and then it overcorrects and then slides back, and man, it had to have been within a few inches of the tire barrier wall. It was wild, but they're okay, car's okay, nothing wrong. He just hit the rumble strips, and so it slid him off, and they're just really non-grippy. They upset your car. It's terrible to hit them in these cars, at least. So that was really interesting. I really wish the Garmin would have captured that. It would have been really cool to watch the video for that, but unfortunately it didn't, so you guys are just gonna have to take my word for it. So hopefully all the sessions going forward will have video camera so that we can see everything that's going on track. So thanks.
I didn't have them to the point where they could be tight.
Okay.
Like they're mashed.
You pulled them all the way down, they were still loose on you? Okay. Yeah, y'all just put these in, right?
Yeah.
The harness bar and the harnesses?
Yes.
It wasn't
Okay.
y'all, it was him. I didn't do any of it. Dad did it
Yeah,
all.
so those are the Braun seats, and are those Braun belts as well?
They are.
Yes.
Okay, and then who's the harness bar from?
Shark Bar. They make Corvette ones that fit specifically in for a Corvette.
Okay, and is this a 2010? 9? Okay. And then what's done to it?
It's got a big cam, heads, intake, injectors, headers, exhaust.
Stock
intake,
suspension,
air
stock
intake.
brakes.
Yes, just upgraded pads or track pads. It does have Bilstein shocks.
Okay.
And,
What do they come with? Just like a GM
I don't-
brand or
just
something?
probably a AC Delco GM type thing.
Okay. Nice.
And then it's got a bunch of oiling parts to it. Racing baffle, racing reservoir, that insert.
And for those of you that's New Balance, because Corvette owners are known for their tucked in shirts, their jorts, and their New Balance tennis shoes. Right, Dad? What?
Except I don't wear New Balance.
You don't wear New Balance, so you're the exception.
I guess. Still old.
You're still old. You're still a Corvette owner at heart, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I do have a Corvette.
Yeah.
71.
I just mean you're a true Corvette owner, even though you don't wear the New Balance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got the tucked in shirt, you don't have the jorts today, and then you've got on tennis shoes. So you're 1 out of 3 for being a Corvette owner.
I don't have white socks.
No white socks, you're right. Everything okay?
Yeah, I just somehow managed to burn through 3/4 of a tank of gas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if y'all heard that. Brian's low on fuel right now, so he's parking his car real quick. And
I got a little underbody panel or something that must have kind of worked its way loose a little bit.
oh, really?
They didn't black flag me, but the guy was like, "You're dragging something. Like it's not anything bad, but he was like, you're dragging something."
Really?
So I wanted to just take a look real quick.
Let's see if we can see. Oh yeah, over here on
It
the
gets like hot or whatever, and it just kind of like sags.
right here.
Yeah, not a big deal. It's like 2 bolts. I can pop
Yeah.
it off, so
It's just yeah.
you don't need it anyway.
You got the part for this one?
Uh-uh.
Oh.
I got just a block of wood up there.
Oh, okay.
Brian, why don't you go ahead and tell us about your car? Yeah, I'm gonna put you on the spot now.
Nice and sweaty.
Yeah.
Sorry, so I'm gonna do this as I'm getting this really warm suit off here, but
What year is it?
2013.
2013
With the old,
Subaru
Subaru
BRZ.
BRZ.
Okay.
But you know, it's been helped along where it can to make it a little bit more fun out there. So
Okay. What's been done to it?
So it's been turboed for about the last 30,000 miles.
Okay.
Knock on wood. Thank heavens it's been pretty bulletproof, reliable in that time. But
How many pounds of boost are you running?
10.
10. Okay. Man.
Nothing too. It's pretty benign considering what you see some folks run on these things, but I don't have any desire to break it, so
Yeah.
left it kind of on the lower end. But you know, big auxiliary oil cooler that's tucked in behind this fog light here.
Oh yeah.
But,
Right back in there.
help keep that a little bit more under control.
Yeah.
And then just catch can for the boosted side, the
yeah.
PCV. But other than that, most areas not much in here. And then coilovers at all 4 corners.
Okay.
These Team Flex A's.
Yeah.
That been really nice out here. They're way more forgiving on some of the curbs.
Yeah.
It'll absorb them a lot better than the old setup did, or the stock struts and the lowering springs did. So
Okay.
that's been much nicer. But And then the brakes, it's a full Wilwood kit.
Okay.
Front and rear.
Nice.
Like 6-piston front, 4-piston rear. So yeah.
What wheels are these? Apex?
Apex R8s.
Okay. How do you like the RS4s? I've heard those are really grippy.
I'd like them. Yeah, they were. I may need to let a little bit of air out because they were starting to get a little greasy towards the end. I think because I didn't really air them down that much, and I know you said the same thing when you were out there. But
I think it has to do with the longer sessions too. Like you have more
the
time
40
to build
minutes.
up.
The 40 minutes is just you build more and more heat up just with the longer sessions. So
yeah.
But no, they're very like predictable, which I like. There's not where it's not a like it'll grip, and then just let go. It's a really progressive, like you can feel it starting to slip before it actually kind of lets go. Yeah. Which is nice. Yeah. But these chassis seem to be kind of, favorable in that regard anyway, that they seem to be a little bit more forgiving of small errors, which not a race car driver by any means, so that's much appreciated.
Yeah, we're all full of errors. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, other than that, then just some of the rear suspension components, adjustable rear lower control arms and toe links.
Okay. Awesome.
Because once you start going to wider wheels and tires, because these are 255s, which is quite a bit wider than stock, it drives you to need different geometry so you're not rubbing on suspension bits.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, that's kind of the long and short of it. But
okay.
It's a lot of fun to drive now. You can push it pretty far to the edge.
Good.
A lot more than it used to be able to with the old suspension and tire setup. So
yeah, well, it's a fast car for sure. So
well,
awesome.
It's not a Viper though.